Hi guys, Aga here. In today's video, I quickly want to introduce you a concept of how to warm up and how to prepare your hands for the arm balances. Like we've been doing quite a lot of the arm balances in the last week. Crow pose, plank, you can even use that concept in your downward facing dog. So first what I do is I make my students to look at their hand and play with the hand a little bit. And I made them aware of the fact that in our hand, we have about over 30 muscles, about 34 muscles. So all these juicy, lovely bits in our palm, in our fingers, phalanges, metacarpals and carpals, they all made not just the bones, but also really nice, juicy muscles. What I do then, I make them flick the fingers to warm up those fingers. Very unpleasant move, and I normally hold that move about 10 to 15 breaths. Make them flick and flick and flick and flick those fingers. Then I get them to put the index finger in between those two juicy muscles, and then I ask them to wrap the muscles around that finger. You will probably notice that there is this little tiny hole being created in your palm and almost looks like a suction cap. So this is where we are actually able to activate our Hasta banda. Hasta banda, the energy lock, as you may be aware, we have all sorts of different energy locks that we use throughout our practice. This is one of them, the Hasta banda. So I make people aware of the fact that we've got we have to activate the Hasta banda, the suction cap that will help us to then balance our body in arm balances. I then bring the awareness to the fact that instead of just placing the entire body weight on your wrist, which often hurts, our wrist is not designed to be 90 degree like this very often. So instead of placing the entire body weight just on the wrist, use these muscles here, the mount of your index finger and the pinky finger. I also make them aware that those lovely muscles can also help you. And we actually have a braking mechanism in those muscles. So what I do, I will then ask my students to place their hands on the mat or on the block and start using the knuckles. After we will warmed up those fingers, now start using those knuckles. You will see that the knuckles close to your nail bed move. Then the other knuckles also move. Wow. Okay. So now once you press the hand against the mat or against the block and you shift forward, you will see that you can activate this braking mechanism. So when you're in a crow pose or a plank, placing some of the body weight forward towards those knuckles really helps you to take the entire body weight from your wrist and spread it across your entire hand and your palm, and taking advantage of those 34 muscles that we have. So I hope this helps. Let me know if you have been using this concept in your own classes, or if you've been using this concept for yourself, and how is your arm balances practice going. You can always come back to me here, leave a comment, ask questions. Enjoy your practice. All the best. Namaste.